How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Another fucking mystery beer. That's what I'm talking about. Another mystery beer from the one and only Average Joe. Joe from Buffalo. Average Troll. He is the beer genie, and he wanted to keep this whole mystery beer thing going. And he sent me a box of 15 mystery beers to dive into. This is now my third. Or fourth. Actually, it's my fourth one. So I'm super excited to give it a whirl. Look at that. Apropos. Let's give it a whirl. That's probably kind of why I picked this one, because I was like, fuck it. That sounds pretty fun tonight. So it's a bomber. Kind of looks like it might be dark. Other than that, who the fuck knows? So thanks, Joe, for sending it off. As far as what it says on this paper bag of beer, it says, let's give it a whirl. Pretty much what I just said. There's a little tasting notes here for after the reveal, and that's that. Ghetto as fuck. Just the way I like it. Take my new little fragile glass I have not broken yet. Give this a pump. Let's see what she's got. Okay. The darkness. Okay, I'm giving this a pretty hefty pour. Which means I might expect a little bit of barrel aging going on this because it doesn't want to produce a big head. Could be wrong. Half a pinky finger. Wide glass, so take that into account. Malted malt balls in like the inside of a Whopper looking kind of beer, and it's dark. It's not the darkest beer in the world. When I poured it, you can glean some light through it, but yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that son of a bitch is pretty dark. So, as you can see, looks pretty damn pretty. So let's give it a twirl, get a nose on her, see what she has. Okay. Well, it's stout. Chocolate. I think chocolate on top of chocolate malt. Or, I really want to say there's a barrel involved. Here's the thing. It could be a smoked malt, or it could be a barrel. I had a lot of time confusing, which I've learned from doing the mystery beer reviews. I have a hard time differentiating smoked malt or smokiness from barrel char. I'm not getting much spirit in this, but I'm getting a smokiness to it. A little bit of caramel in there too. Not much booziness to it though. It smells like it's going to be, it wants to be like an 11-12% beer, but the alcohol from the nose makes me think it's more around 8. Yeah. Sweet, chocolate, vanilla, a little bit of marshmallow, a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of caramel, and a bit of roasted malts. I could see this being barrel-aged, second-use barrels, where not much booziness is in there, but it smells like a barrel chariness that could be a little bit of smokiness. But it's a stout. Let's dick on the table. I'm going to go stout, non-smoke, second-use barrel, with chocolate involved. Not lactose. And then just dive in. Drink it. Okay. Still confused. It's got to be barrel aged. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. I'm getting sweet, but I'm not getting super spirit, so I wouldn't go bourbon. I mean, this is some kind of other spirit. Don't think it's apple brandy. Maybe like a cognac or something like that. But I think it's like second use barrel. The reason why I say it has to be barrel aged because the smoke there isn't, because I'm trying to figure it out, and I have that in my head now, the difference between the smoke and the barrel. It could definitely still be wrong. But combine the kind of chariness, the kind of smokiness I'm getting with the thinness of the beer, even though I feel like it's a really well made heftier beer, I think it's a barrel aged beer that has a Scotia time on it. Yeah. Chocolate, vanilla, like a vanilla marshmallow-y thing going on there. Roasted malts are nice. It could even be an older beer with coffee where I'm getting roast from that, but I don't think it is. And I think there's a spirit barrel in there that's non-bourbon. That might even be second use if it is bourbon or some other spirit. And there's a nice charriness to it. I don't think it's a smoked beer. But it's a stout, but it's thin. So I still think it's pushing, give or take, right around 10%, but it could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. But I think it's a barrel-aged beer that spent a little bit of time sitting around to where it kind of thinned out, not from just a barrel, but from time. That's my 2 cents. Watch me. It's going to be your fucking... I think, well, it's probably Budweiser, actually. That's it. Everything else I'll say right now is going to be a rehash. Let's see how wrong I am. I think I'm really wrong on this one. I feel like I'm really wrong on this one. Let's put it that way. Let's give the reveal, and then we'll read the notes. This one's wrapped a little bit kind of sensible to where I might be able to actually get the whole thing off. And relatively... Oh, I already know what it is. I already peeked at the label. It's the Sponge Candy Stout. The new one by Resurgence. Okay. Resurgence Imperial Sponge Candy Stout Milk Stout. It says here, brewed by Resurgence Brewing Company, and we choose you to be our Valentine. Our gift is this brew with decadent aromatics and flavors of rich milk chocolate, caramel, and toffee that are sure to excite the senses. The addition of lactose sugar gives this beer a creamy mouthfeel and a huge sweetness flavor. And any box chocolates this is a perfect beer to share with one of your loved one and lustfully enjoy on your own. I'll skip it over that just because I wanted to get to I'm getting this smokiness, this barrel smokiness. I don't know where I'm getting it from. Now the lactose, that's where the sweetness is coming from. When I said okay, it had a sweetness to it but not a spirit, I was just confusing the lactose for that. It's just that, when I picked on that kind of smokiness that I was getting from this, I don't know where I was coming from. I mean, here it's rich milk chocolate, caramel, and toffee. Hammer that shit home. 10% alcohol by volume. Yeah. I've had this before. I haven't had this one. This is the newer iteration. I actually think I have a bottle that's sitting around from George. Or no, I don't actually. He picked it up and we were going to drink it, but I didn't. So it's pretty cool that I didn't. Otherwise, I might have been pick up on it a little bit easier. Yeah, this one threw me for a loop. I thought there was definitely a smoke character to it, whether it be malt or when I went actual barrel on it, but no, not at all. The lactose thing kind of tripped me up. So yeah, I definitely say I kind of butchered this one a little bit. Not the worst, I would say. But yeah, I hate it when I'm wrong. Anyway, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better base barrel aged? This says not barrel aged. Base stouts, milk stouts that I've had as of late. I'm definitely on the outside looking in. I feel like this is better. I've had better ones in the past. Could be wrong, but I dig this one. But I've had other ones that kind of just do it for me a little bit more. So yeah. And the thinness, there is a bit of thinness to it. So it is what it is. Let's see, value and availability. Almost skipped his note again. Horrible at that shit. I need to start ripping these off before and kind of throw them in front of my face. So I'll read these. He took the time and effort to put these together, and I'm like tossing them off like they're meaningless. Anyway, he writes, okay, Resurgence Brew Company, Imperial Sponge Candy Stout, yada yada, IBUs, yada, availability. It was released at the brewery first, then got distribution throughout the area. Relatively easy to find. $9 a bottle at the brewery. $10 to $12 elsewhere. We've had an Imperial barrel-aged version of this, but this variant just adds lactose to the base Imperial beer. I had bottle already and was getting a nice cherry cordial vibe from it, which I didn't mention at all. I enjoyed it and I hope you do too. I can kind of get those cherry cordial vibes from it. Didn't pick it up blankly, but that's just me. But yeah, I like Resurgence, and more specifically this beer in general, the base, and with the lactose added, I forgot about that portion of the show. It kind of adds a little bit different kind of spin to it. But the barrel aged version is definitely the king. Actually, the other one is the base that really does it for me. I don't know. Watch my old reviews. It's a beer I really do enjoy. It's one that I really am a fan of, especially when Joe came down during the summer. He brought down their beers, excuse me, along with some of the actual spun candy they used to make this beer, so it was a really fun experience. But yeah, I'm just kind of pissed at it because I didn't fucking nail it. Anyway, I went over the whole, is it one of the better ones? No. Value and availability, I just read it off and just say, if you like, well, you like this. If you like well-made, fun, just outside of the box stouts. Because that's what this is. It's not a base stout. It's always been a little bit different with that kind of the chocolate and that kind of vanilla marshmallowy thing that I get off it from the sponge candy. Combine this with the lactose, you're getting a kind of nice kind of kooky milk stoutiness to it. So if you're into those kind of beers, if you're into fun beers, if you're into well-made beers and beers that screw me up a little bit, then you'll definitely like this one, because that'd be this beer to a T. Anyway, there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive beers in all 4 of those places if you want to check me out anywhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice milk stouty stoutness right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.